Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, March 6th, 2019. I'm Fredicia Liebert. Nevis will join other jurisdictions across the world in celebration of International Women's Day on Friday, March 8th. The theme for this year is Think Equal, Build Smart, Innovate for Change.
The theme focuses on innovative ways in which we can advance gender equality and the empowerment of women, particularly in the areas of social protection systems, access to public services, and sustainable infrastructure.
Coordinator of the Gender Affairs Division, Lorraine Archibald, told us about a series of activities that the division has planned in celebration of International Women's Day.
On the 7th of March, we will be having free self-defense classes for women. Well, we will be having the launch on that day. On the 8th, there will be a speech by the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, the Junior Minister responsible for Health and Gender Affairs. Also, we are asking the public, the general public, to wear purple on that day. And in the evening, we'll be having an awards and a cocktail ceremony. On the 10th, we will be having a church service. And this church service will be held at the Shiloh Baptist Church. And it commences at 11 a.m. Also, on the 20th of March, we will have the Non-Traditional Occupation for Women seminar.
Two special events will take place on March 13th and 22nd.
On the 13th, Best Workplace. We would like the general public, persons in private and the public sector, to decorate their workplace in purple to commemorate International Women's Day. On the 22nd, there will be a big fair at the D.R. Walwyn Plaza, and it commences from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's called Nevis Women's Empowerment Fair and Exhibition. Come on out and see the women display their art and craft and any other things that they can make from their hands. So I expect everyone to participate in International Women's Day. Men, we are asking you also to support your women and also to make sure that you too dress in purple on the day that was stated.
International Women's Day, March 8th, is a global day celebrating the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women. Two representatives from the Federation are joining participants from 6 Caribbean states on a UK-funded humanitarian assistance and disaster relief training course from February 25th to March 8th at the headquarters of the Barbados Defence Force. Lieutenant G.K. Connor of the St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force and Jacob Gumba, Deputy Director of the Nevis Disaster Management Department, are participating in the workshop, which provides an opportunity for disaster representatives, joint military and civilian counterparts from SEDEMA's regional response mechanism and other stakeholders to explore ways to contribute towards regional efforts at building resilience amongst the Caribbean islands. The Honorable Edmund Hinkson, Minister of Home Affairs in Barbados, acknowledged the seriousness of the workshop, stating that the participants' presence reflects their respective countries' understanding of the importance of continuously reviewing and improving the various disaster management strategies of the countries. British High Commissioner Her Excellency Janet Douglas affirmed that effective day-to-day coordination and contacts of nations' ministries and agencies provides a bedrock upon which disaster risk reduction can be built. The 2-week course is one of 3 similar courses that are being run regionally by the UK Ministry, organized by the British Defence Force Attaché for the Caribbean in early 2019. The workshop is facilitated by Bournemouth University Disaster Management Center, supported by international and regional subject matter experts. In what is expected to be educational and entertaining, the Department of Marine Resources on Nevis will engage in a number of activities at the Department of Agriculture's Open Day from March 28th to 29th. Fisheries Officer Randy Morton says among those activities is the department's plans to introduce a new competition.
Another highlight, which is something that I believe most persons would get excited about, is the conch shell blowing competition, which is entitled Bring Your Shell and Come. And as the name suggests, you would get your shell as long as you're interested and come around 4 o'clock, 4:30 to 5 when we will kick off the competition on the 29th. A private citizen donated $600 to this competition. So first place would be $300, second place $200, and third place $100. However, if there are other members of the community which would like to make some sort of contribution or donation to this particular competition, we welcome it, and I'm sure we'll be able to get greater participation.
According to Morton, persons are already showing interest in the contest.
We've had a few fishers and a few other members of the general public who have shown an interest in being a part of this competition. And to be honest with you, I have to mention one or two names. A man by the name of Eddie Keynes. When I saw him at St. Thomas's Primary, he said he was ready. I told him he has time to practice, but he said he's ready right now. And I spoke to George Weeks. Most of us would know him as Soap from Bath Village. And Soap said that he is very interested in this competition. And I had an opportunity to speak to him a second time right there on the bayfront after he came in off sea. And I asked him if he was practicing. He said there was no need. He reached one hand into his vehicle, pulled out the shell, and blew a few notes for me right there on the spot. And that tells me that this man is truly ready to compete.
The fisheries officer used the opportunity to encourage others to participate, noting that the contest is not limited to fishers and is open for up to 15 participants.
I would be encouraging anyone else out there who knows how to blow a conch shell and blow it well to register with the Department of Marine Resources. We are located right there at Prospect, and let us know. Let us put your name down so we have a number that we can throw out to the general public and let everyone know that, let's say, 10, 15 persons will be competing in this competition. The registration fee is free for this year because it is a new competition. We're just testing it out to see how well it is received by the general public. But as I said, everyone, it's called Bring Your Shell and Come. So bring your shell and come and let us have a good time at the Marine Resources booth this open day.
Still to come.
Daddy Thursday, what you have to say about the event?
Well, we'll just say it's been good.
The details after this break.
Everybody have a good time. We're enjoying ourselves. We're having fun.
Love, passion, pride. Culturama 45. The Caribbean's greatest summer line. We are alive from July 26th to August 6th.
Welcome back. The Four Seasons Resort Nevis recently donated a playground to the Naomi's Nursery and Preschool. Director of Guest Experiences at the resort is Mackie France.
When we were doing some rebuilding of the resort, we had this playground which we were taking out. We didn't need it anymore. And so the resort said, who can we give it to? And immediately I thought, well, There's a school right next door. We said, let's go ahead and give it to the Naomi's preschool because they can use it.
France then officially handed over the equipment to owner of Naomi's nursery and preschool, Naomi Douglas.
On behalf of Four Seasons Resort Nevis, we want to be able to hand this over to you. It's a wonderful structure. We hope that the kids will have fun. It will help them to develop their motor skills and their physical well-being. And so we're very proud to hand this over to you. And we hope for a long time you will have it. And if it ever goes wrong, any part of it, we're always there to help with any repairs you may need. Congratulations, and we're pleased to present that to you.
Douglas expressed her gratitude to the Four Seasons Resort and all those who assisted.
Students, the parents, the teachers, and all of us from Naomi's nursery and preschool, we want to say thank you to Four Seasons for this kind gesture. And we are very happy that we were able to have it because the children are very excited. Now there are some persons we want to say a big thank you to. We want to say officially thank you for the Four Seasons Resort. We want to say also thank you to Mr. Mackie France. We want to say thank you to Mr. Don Pemberton. We also want to say thank you to Pastor Douglas and his men. And they worked very hard in setting this structure up.
At the end of the February 25th presentation ceremony, the children were able to enjoy the playground. As part of an exchange program, members of the Corps traveled to French St. Martin over the weekend. We caught up with two of the band's members as they returned to Nevis on Monday.
This is Corey Tyson from the Corps team alongside Daddy Tusty, and we're just coming back from a successful SKN invasion of St. Martin, French side St. Martin, where we were involved in a couple of activities. We did the Juve morning, we did the Bacchanal runway, and we did the closing entertainment for the parade, which we think that it was a tremendous success. It was the doing of the Nevis Island Administration Cultural 45 Committee in partnership with the National Carnival Committee, Sugar Mass. I think it's just the beginning of good things to come. Daddy Tusty, what you have to say about the event?
Right. Well, we'll just say it's been good. It's been good. Let's keep it plain and simple. It was good. His voice guy and everything, so yeah.
Once again, I just would like to say thanks to everybody who made it possible. The Nevis Island Administration, Cultural Committee, the National Carnival Committee, Sugar Mass, of course, TSG, Marvin Hanley of TSG, who also sponsored the trip. And once again, we couldn't do it without you and the core team. And I think everybody who was a part of it is very thankful.
That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.